What's up, guys? If you are into music reaction channels that are honest, raw, and authentic, look no further. You found your destination. It is the Tazzz and Philly Show. Welcome to our journey.
And make sure that you subscribe below and enjoy the show.
What is good, you sexy son of a guns? It is Philly. That is Tazzz. It's the Tazzz and Philly Show, and we are back with another reaction video. What is good, everybody? It's Philly and Tazzz, and we are back to react to another artist that, well, we've reacted to a few songs. Obviously, if you've been following the channel, you know that I'm very fond of. And this is NF. We've reacted to the first 4 songs off the Search album, which is his most current album. But he is dropping a brand new album April 7th that we just reacted to the first single off that album called Hope. I believe the album is called Hope also. And I am excited for this. And we started this journey before I even knew this was happening. So for anybody that liked that song or wants to go down the journey a little bit more, we already put out 4. You can go back and listen to those, and then this is going to pick us up on the 5th song off that album, which is called Nate. We're doing this as a lyric video so that you guys can follow along with the lyrics. There was no music video, but as I mentioned before, I love this album, and I can't wait to continue down this journey. It's been a minute since I listened to it in full, and you know, it's one of my favorite albums that has been produced over the last, I mean, I can't even tell you how long. It's one of my favorite hip-hop albums front to back that I've heard in a very long time. So, yeah, man, what do you have then? Any thoughts on what you have to say or anything, or what are you thinking here?
NF has the ability to be an amazing storyteller. That is a gift because I don't believe that everybody has that gift. I mean, unless it's maybe instructed to them what to do. But he writes his own music, so it's his storytelling. On top of the fact that when he does do videos, just to let you know if you're not really familiar with him, when he does do videos, his videos are very emphatic. Like it could be the slightest detail, but it gets his point across because it usually matches up at the time that his words are saying it. So that really helps guide you along. Have that being said, you'll notice if you listen to any of his songs that don't have any video, or if you're driving in the car, his words alone are still powerful. So he's very gifted in that regard. So he's another artist where his trials and tribulations, he pours them out into the microphone and into our lives, and that's very helpful because many people have their own problems. So it's that's one of the great things that I like about NF. So this is a song I've never heard of before, but I feel confident that I won't be disappointed. So yeah.
Yeah, if you're somebody that likes messaging in the music or storytelling, it's not just mindless, you know, rap or, you know, just a cool beat and don't really care about how the lyrics go, then I think you'll really enjoy it if you haven't heard them before. And like I said, even if for some reason you didn't like this particular song, you know, check out the rest of the album because I'm telling you, this album is fantastic. We have 4 up already, so let's get into it, though, guys. Thank you again for taking this journey with us. We're going to go NF, Nate, 5th song off the Search album. Let's go.
Yeah, sometimes I wanna disappear like I just don't exist. Or find a time machine to take me back when I was 6. Maybe younger, either way, I guess the point of it would be to tell that little kid that he's gonna take a lot of hits. Yeah, I'll probably grab your hand and tell you life is hard. If you got questions or you need advice, then talk to God, cause he's the only one that listens, even when you think he isn't. Even good people are great at making bad decisions. Yeah, they ain't gonna take us serious. You find out pretty quick that life is more than just appearances. I know some things we could avoid to saving better embarrassment, but everything that breaks you down can also build your character. Cause people love to see you fail, just be aware of it. Don't let nobody tell you who to be or write your narrative. Look, we're all products of the things that we experience, but there's a big difference between confidence and arrogance. You hearing this? I know that you don't get it now, but you gon' get it later. I know you feel like you're alone and no one loves you maybe, and you gon' cover insecurities with lots of anger. The weird thing is someday all of this will make you famous. You start to write about your life, and while they're all relating, you make up a slogan, call it real, but feel like you're the fakest. Wish I could tell you that your future's nothing but amazing. That's just not the case, and I guess I just don't know how to say this. I don't know if you can hear me or not, but if you can, I just want you to know you gon' make a lot of mistakes, and they gon' laugh in our face. That's part of life, that's just the way that it goes. That's just the way that it goes. And I don't know if you can hear me or not, but if you can, I just need you to get it. I know you've been questioning life, trust me, I know what it's like. I'm here for you if you need someone to listen. If you need someone to listen. See, mom and dad are not together, they took different routes. Which you probably already knew, you're getting older now. Remember back when mom picked us up from grandma's house, and she hid her boyfriend in the trunk and drove a couple miles down the street, and then she pulled over to let him out, cause she didn't want dad to know she had these type of dudes around. Cause last time he found out, he had to take us from her. You look uncomfortable, I'm sorry, let me change the subject. You know how we've always struggled with abandonment? Yeah. And when we feel like someone's leaving, we start panicking. Yeah. Hey, yo, I wish that I could say I've learned to manage it. You think it's bad now, but you don't know the half of it. Passion is something we have never lacked. We see it the most when we're writing raps. They think it's funny now, let them laugh. I know you think it's just an outlet when you're really mad, but you don't know the platform you're about to have. I know some things about the future you ain't ready for. I know some things that you gon' cover up but can't ignore. And what hurts is they gon' surface at the worst moments, and we gon' act like it don't hurt us, but it hurts, don't it? We walk around with the devil talking on both shoulders. Wish I could tell you that he disappears when we get older, but that's just not the case. And I know you feel out of place, and everything is not okay, and life can be a lot to take. But I don't know if you can hear me or not, but if you can, I just want you to know you gon' make a lot of mistakes, and they gon' laugh in our face. That's part of life, that's just the way that it goes. That's just the way that it goes. And I don't know if you can hear me or not, but if you can, I just need you to get it. I know you've been questioning life, trust me, I know what it's like. I'm here for you if you need someone to listen. If you need someone to listen. You know how intoxicated people make us nervous, to the point sometimes we shake and it feels so disturbing. Don't be scared, that's just trauma trying to reach the surface and tell us everyone we love is gonna try to hurt us, which isn't true, but it's a lie that both of us believe in. Yeah, you might get a glimpse of happiness from your achievements, but what you'll learn as you get older, every time you reach one, is you'll just make another goal that doesn't lead to freedom. See, some things about to happen that you can't imagine. At 24 you'll drop an album and you call it mansion. At 25 you'll put out therapy and gain some traction. Skip the track number 4, now that's a really sad one. Yeah, perception's coming next, we about to reach the masses. It sounds awesome, at the same time it doesn't matter. At 27 we'll make millions, but it's really sad, cause you learn to realize that none of this will make you happy. I wish that I could look at you with empathy. Sometimes I feel like I've become what you were scared to be, which makes it really hard to look at you with sympathy. Cause if I'm feeling bad for you, then I have to feel bad for me, and that's just something I feel like we don't deserve. That's why I'm always looking down on you, I know it hurts. I'm sure you have a lot of questions, I've been trying to search to find us both some answers. I'll be here for you if things get worse.
Got 30 seconds left.
I'm pretty sure the song's over. I know this song, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's over. All right, man. Well, you've never heard it, right? So go ahead. You can give your thoughts first, since that's like a first impression for you.
Since it was the lyrics were there, I was reading them as I was, reading them as he was saying them. So they were very, very powerful. I was confused, so you can let me know. I couldn't tell, like, was he talking to a brother, or was he talking to like his older self against his younger self? Or
yeah, that's what he was doing. He was having a conversation with himself. It was him talking to his younger self and letting him know the things that are going to happen as he goes through life, and and what to expect, and you're gonna have a huge platform, and you're gonna get rich and famous, and you're gonna be able to reach the masses. But even so, you're still gonna have the same kind of issues. And you're always gonna have more goals that's never gonna lead to necessarily being happy. Yeah, so he was definitely having a conversation with him. With his younger self.
Okay. All right. That's good to know. Yeah, the words were really, really powerful. But then he was given the breakdown. Like he was like, at 25, you did this, but then it doesn't really matter. And like that breakdown, and and he was given a lot of really sage advice that everybody should live by. You know, don't let he one of the things he said is don't let other people control your narrative. You know, um, that was kind of what we were talking about. At the beginning of this video, I said how he's an amazing storyteller and he writes his own words. So some people who have other people write for them, they may have somebody else telling their narrative. And that's just in music. I mean, even in life, you might have somebody dictating you and telling you what to do and stuff, but maybe you should take the reins of your own life if you can and be your own narrator. So he said a lot of things in there that were impactful that we should all take into our daily lives. So again, anybody listening to NF for the first time, this is a perfect example. There was no video, it was just audio, but they were impactful and they were informative. And hopefully they help somebody somewhere get through something from what they heard from this. That's a joyous thing if you know that, oh, I can say that a song I heard from NF changed me. That's an amazing thing.
Well, I know for a fact that that's the case because I've read things and comments and stories just from, you know, fans of his that have said exactly that your song is exactly how I feel. I relate to you. You have no idea how much you have saved me or, you know, have been able to be somebody that I can turn to. I mean, like, this is just one example of his music. He has a lot of depth. You know, this wasn't like a party song or anything like that, but you could really appreciate his ability to tell a story. I mean, the guy that was like poetry, essentially. I mean, he told you his whole life in music form, and you really understood where he was going with it. And that's not easy to do, to be able to put something together like that. The beat was cool, kind of had like a haunting kind of, you know, I don't know, go down memory lane type beat. It was neat. I mean, that's like his beats are very, very well produced, and I thought it fit the song perfectly. You know, like it just had that, just enough of a pace where he could tell his story, and it wasn't like too fast or too slow. He got right to his point. The hook was cool. The hook was basically just like him say, you know, kind of talking to himself again. And yeah, man, I mean, if you listen to the Search album, like I said, the songs all kind of connect. The albums all kind of connect, which is why I think it makes a lot of sense to listen from the beginning and go through it, even though you can appreciate this song on its own. I think once you listen to some of the other music and some of the other songs, you'll really gain even more appreciation for him. So I liked it a lot. It was a great song. I can't wait to continue forward with more of this album so you guys can hear it if you haven't. And then obviously the next one, which is Hope. And I got to imagine that some of that will connect more to this because even the album that the Hope song we listened to kind of had some Mansion references. It had some references to some of his other older songs and older albums. So job well done. I have nothing further to say. And Tazzz, certainly if you want to end this with anything else, or if not, we can get into rating it.
Do you know how old he is now since you're more into him? Because he said in the song he was 24 when he did Mansion. So how old is he now doing Hope? Do you know?
Well, considering he said 30 years of this and 30 years of that and 30 years of this and 30 years of that. And he said the word 30, I don't know, 30,000 fucking times in that song. I'm going to take a wild guess. I'm going to say he's 30. What do you think, huh? Yeah.
It's my best friend right here. It's my best friend.
As I paid attention.
I forgot. I remember it now.
Yeah.
That was a good part at the top of the album.
Yes. And he said 30 a bunch of different times in that. But hey, that's okay. It's easy to forget that. When, you know, God forbid somebody say it 1,000 times and you forget it. But Tazzz, he was 30 years old. I know you wish you could just revert that. You could probably edit that out, but you should leave it in. Just show everybody how stupid you actually are. So everybody, you saw a glimpse of how dumb he is.
We won't get into the stupid things that Philly has done quite recently.
Yeah, quite recently. Yes, I can tell you one of them. You know what it was? I'll fucking come straight out and say it. We were shooting a Tom McDonald video. We had a glitch in the middle of the video. We had to go and shoot part of it again. So the first part of the video wasn't accounted for on the time. So you'll notice at the end of the video, I said, oh, this video is quite short. It was only 11 minutes. And then he reminded me afterwards that we actually recorded like 8 minutes prior to that. So really it was 19 minutes. That's a mistake I made. But this guy listened to a song where the man said he was 30 years old 7,000 times and then asked how old he is. So who's more dumb? Okay, so anyway, off on a tangent. We'll stop. Again,
Dummy.
It's time to vote.
That's
It's time to vote. It's
Yes.
time to vote. It's an ass or pass system. It's a 2 rating system for
Ass.
anybody new to the channel. Thumbs up, thumbs down. If it's ass, it's pass. No, it's not.
What?
If it's ass, if it's thumbs
There's an
down, it's
ass.
ass. Thumbs
Ass.
down, it's ass. If it's thumbs up, it's pass. So it's ass or pass. Let's get to it. So Tazzz is going to count to 3. He's probably going to snort in a minute. All right, you ready? Can you count for us, everybody? We're going to drum roll.
Let's do this. Let's do this. I'm ready. 3, 2, 1.
Yes, sir. Nathan and F, you are 5 for 5 on the Search album. I don't foresee Tazzz disliking anything. Like I told you, this is one of my favorite hip hop albums I've heard in a while. So for anybody new to NF, please feel free to go back and check the other 4. Take this journey with us, get up to speed. We just released the song off his newest album, Hope. Check that one out as well. That's a very, very good song. Very powerful with a really cool video. So thank you to NF fans. Thank you to anybody that wasn't prior and is taking this journey and becoming an NF fan. We appreciate you being here with us. You could be anywhere in the world. You've been here with us for the last 15 minutes, and we thank you oh so much. Keep the requests coming. We'll continue to react to them. This is your show, and you take it in the direction you want it to go in. So from myself, Philly, that asshole is Tazzz. His hat said we survived, and thank God we did. It is the Philly and fucking Tazzz show. Have a wonderful night, and peace.
And take it easy and keep it breezy.